As a woman, though, as a
No,
woman, because I hate when people like preface by saying like, as a man, as a lawyer, we don't care about your resume. Just ask the question. We're not here for that. But as a woman, let me just say, the way y'all treat men who get cosmetic enhancements is ellipsis embarrassing. The rumors about Drake maybe getting ab etching, hairline fixes, some subtle sculpting, the internet went crazy. But when a woman walks out with a snatched waist, 30 inches of Brazilian bundles, lash extensions, a nose job, God, are you putting together a new person? And a perfectly contoured jawline, it's a bad energy, as it should be. But the second a man does even one thing to boost his confidence, whether it's a hair unit, some body sculpting, or gasp, shapewear, suddenly he's fake, insecure, and not a real man. Be serious. Let's not pretend men don't have body image issues too. Society just teaches them to bottle it up or joke it away. God forbid a man actually does something about it. He gets clowned. I wear shapewear. I've worn wigs. I've considered Botox. And guess what? It's all a part of owning how I want to look. Why shouldn't we get that? Why shouldn't men get that same freedom? So are we really mad that men are faking it? Or are some of y'all just mad that they look better than you?
ooh,
Can I start?
dragged us.
Can I start this one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this, to be honest with you, I think you care too much about what other people are saying, and you care too much about like society's opinion. For my wedding, I put a unit on. I was also on television with the unit. Nobody said anything bad about me, and if they did, they didn't say it to me. I didn't feel insecure about it. I didn't care. It wasn't
Except
a secret.
when it rained. Except when it rained.
When it rained, every single person saw me hightail it out of there because I wasn't going to get my hair wet. I just was not going to do it. I'm not embarrassed of anything. Like I didn't hide it. I told
Right.
people
No,
this
yeah,
is
you're
a
right.
and like maybe the issue is not other people or other men or women doing this. It's the man themselves. Because like if I got my body done, I had ab etching, I would be on this camera with my abs out. I like, what are you going to do about it? This is my body. I did this because I wanted to do it. A lot of guys are getting Ozempic. Okay, like what's the issue? Nobody has an issue with this except for people in your circle. In my circle, people do what they want to do, and nobody has anything to say about it. At least not to the person's face.
Oh, definitely, definitely not to. I mean, I didn't want to talk about this because I don't really have these issues. But if people decide to get cosmetic surgery, I mean, it's on them how much they post. If they decide to post it to the world, you gotta accept what the world gives you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one told Drake to post this, for instance. No one tells people to post things. But if you're going to show it off, you have to be ready to accept, you know, whatever feedback that you get back from, because you're posting it for a reason. You're posting it to get some sort of feedback, right? So if people give you feedback, you can't be upset about the feedback that they give you. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, if you're comfortable with doing that, if you have the money to do it, and you feel like it's going to make you feel more confident in yourself, go ahead. But like I say, if you're going to post it, you're leaving yourself up to the whims and the opinions of others.
You don't have to say anything though. You really could just shut the fuck up.
No, you could. I did. Yeah, I did.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like you just what you just said.
But you also can't be mad if people do decide
You can
to
actually
comment because you're the one who posted it.
Yeah, but you can. I posted because I wanted to. You don't have to comment on anything I have going on. That kind of proves what this lady is saying. Like she's saying, why do you do that? And you can't be like, oh, I do it because you posted it. What the hell? Like that's not.
I'm not saying I do it because you posted, but you can't be
but I'm
upset
saying
if you
in general,
post something on a public forum for you're Drake. You're one of the most famous people in the world, and you think people aren't going to be on your ass about something like this, especially when Kendrick just had a song talking about where did you get your abs from.
I get it, but I think what she's saying is that it's unnecessary, and I do agree.
It is unnecessary, but
I think I'm with you as far as like if you post it, you do it. Like it is what it is. But like, I don't like the idea of like you have to be expecting people to say stuff because you don't.
I think one thing that a lot of people don't consider is that everyone is not in their age range. Like the people on the internet are endless, right? So you think that people are more mature and everyone doesn't have to comment, but you're talking to people who are 16 and 13, you know what I'm saying, and 18, people who don't care about what you think they should be doing. So like I said, if you're going to put it on the internet, be ready for whatever the hell comes because you don't know what's going to happen.
But isn't that part? But isn't that part for the course when you're a public figure, though? I
Exactly.
mean, you have somebody looking at your Instagram post. Millions of people follow you. You don't think nobody's going to comment on how you look? You
Hundreds of
go
millions. Like we're
right,
talking about Drake. Like he's one of the
right.
most famous people
Yes,
in the
but
world.
this also extends outside of just public figures. This is also like regular
Sure.
people. Like what she is saying is that like she doesn't like to see people get bullied for trying to enhance their looks, and like she's not wrong. To me, and I guess maybe my
I mean,
perception is wrong. I just look at it like this. I don't see this happening because it didn't happen to me, but maybe it does happen to other people. Maybe she has a more valid point than I thought.
Just do me a favor and send my support video directly to Drake so he can pay for my ab surgery as well.
I mean, I do think that men do have maybe an I won't say unfair, but
unfair society. Go ahead and get over it.
Yeah, it's not. I won't say it's unfair, but they have an expectation that whatever
Like,
they did had to be built.
BBL because you can't.
It has to be built brick by brick. You can't take the easy way out. You have to get it out the mud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people feel with the money, you get the money out the mud.
Gotta get it out the mud, bro. That's how it is. That's
a lot of people feel like men have this responsibility for everything to be legit. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake it because that's
you worked for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, see that you worked for it. That's it. Move on.
But I mean, if people have been following him since day one, they've seen the transformation. You know what I'm saying? Like they see, people care more about him than they care about their own lives. So of course, if he gets any kind of body enhancement, they've been looking at his pictures for years, so they're going to say something about the picture. Like, you know what I'm saying? If Stephen A. Smith shows up with a hairline tomorrow, oh, I'm going to comment. You know what I'm saying?
You are exactly. I don't want to think about that. We're going to say something.
I'm going to say something. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to say something.
I'm in my 40s. I'm not young, but I'm going to say something. Yeah, I'm definitely not a YN. But if Stephen A. Smith shows up with a hairline, oh, I'm going to say something like, bro.
We all are because it's ridiculous.
Right. Not me.
You
Bro, you would.
If he showed up with a hairline, you wouldn't say a word.
I just don't look at it like, because when people say this stuff, they are dragging these people, and I just don't. Ty, I showed a hairline. I popped up on you with a hairline.
But Dex, you are Dexter.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I'm gonna drag Stephen A. Smith.
You're not a serious person. So, like, when you do the stuff that you do, it's because it's you.
But Drake.
We don't take you seriously. It was a whole ridiculous scene because you didn't just show up with a unit. You had to go on a little special. You had to do all this extra stuff. You had to be ridiculous. You Dextered the whole thing up.
That's what I do.
Right, but if Drake would have came out and showed his ab edging surgery,
right? Who was that other guy who got
his
the
boobs down to his
like,
solar plexus? We would have appreciated that, but he's not that forthcoming. He's out here trying to act like he worked for it, and he did. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what Kendrick called him out on. So that's why.
So there are two schools of thought here. Sister girl that wrote us in that let us know that as a woman how she felt, which is wonderful. There's one school of thought that says, stay out of women's business, Peter. That's the one school of thought, right? As a man, you need to get it out the mud, right? You need to not do what the women do. Let the women be women. There's another school of thought that says, who cares? Who absolutely cares? And watch this. Two things can be true at the same time. Both things are correct. Both of these things are correct. Number one, stay out of women's business, Peter. Okay? Stay out of women's business. And number two, who cares if you want to walk around pumping and plessing around and high heels married to your wife? Who cares? Is anybody going to say anything to you? Can they beat you? If they can, who cares? Because you're still going to do what you want to do. And that.
Hold on, for Drake, it's really not who can beat you. It's who can beat your security guard.
Well, okay. Who can? Either way, if they can beat you, they can't beat your money. Okay, so right? They can, obviously they can't because you wouldn't. They wouldn't stone them abs in that stomach. So do whatever makes you happy. And who cares what people have to say about it?
At
The
the end
one
of the
thing
day.
my grandmother used to tell me is you ain't got to kiss nobody's ass to get along with them.
Mm.
Okay. And so you all need to take that with you. It doesn't matter what people think about you because they're thinking it about you. That's their problem. Who you are is not what you who you are in people's minds is not your problem. That's their problem. You don't have to live up to what people have their concepts about you in their brains. That's between them, and that's what they need to work out. What you need to work out is how you feel about you. And that has been Q&A for this evening.